Georgia quarterback Carson Beck had another huge game in Georgia's win against Florida yesterday. He ended up being 19-28 for 314 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And the game started a little slow-ish for the offense for Georgia, but once Florida had that 4th down conversion, or that 4th down attempt they didn't get, and then they had the block punt led to the safety, once those plays happened, and things kind of went downhill for Florida, and the Georgia offense really took off. So today we're going to talk about Carson Beck. We're going to talk about his performance and look at a few clips and talk about what he was able to do well. And it was kind of the exact same things that he did well at, or the keys that they were able to do well at, of the preview video, or the video that we put out talking about what do you need to do without Brock Bowers. If this is your first time tuning in to the QB Spotlight channel, we thank you. We're just a big quarterback hub. We talk all things quarterbacks, from film breakdowns like this to quarterbacks coming on the podcast and talking about their experience. So with that said, if you like the video, or if you like that type of content, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff does help. So Carson Beck, the 2 biggest keys, and these are the keys we talked about last week: the offensive line play and play action. That's exactly what they did against Florida. Both his touchdowns were off play action. The offensive line was not giving up any pressure. Out of the 28 attempts he had, only 2 attempts Carson Beck was under pressure. So 10% of his dropbacks he had pressure. That's nothing. That's some of the best in the whole country, if not the best. And not to mention Carson Beck, the play action we talked about, that's where all the deep shots come from. And that's what happened here. They were 9 of 11 off play action for $172 and 2 touchdowns, and they didn't even need deep shots. They are more like intermediate, mid-range type throws. They didn't have any completions where the ball was thrown 20 yards and or more yesterday. So they got the ball out quick. The offensive line did a fantastic job. They relied on play action, and then Carson Beck just picked them apart. Carson Beck is arguably the best quarterback in the SEC, probably him and Jaden Daniels right now, right? But with that said, there's 3 or 4 clips that we're going to watch and dive into in a bit more detail. But if you have any comments or thoughts, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And again, if you like this type of video, please like, share, subscribe. With that said, here is the clips for the film of yesterday of Carson Beck, and it's not all 22, so it's a bit grainy, so we apologize. It's broadcast footage, but we hope it does a good job still. So with that said, here is the film.
So we got the first touchdown of the game. It's going to be middle of the field throw here, and notice, is it 3rd down? I can't remember exactly, but it's play action like we talked about, right? Play action, good protection up front, and then Beck's able to rip it here. But it's a really good placement throw. We'll watch in a second. Receiver comes in motion, a little play action, just to get the backers creeping in. Already just that quick play action creates this space, right? Creates that level off the coverage there by the safety. He got a trail technique DB, little zone coverage, and notice he sits him down as opposed to leading him through this zone. Really good throw by Beck right there, boom, right? If he keeps leading him, probably catches it, gets blown up, maybe a pick, but he sits him down, receiver's able to make a catch, and then do the rest for a touchdown. It's really good throw there by Beck, like we talked about in the pre-game breakdown. Play action, offensive line leads to success, and that's exactly what we saw in the entire game, but especially on this play. Here, we'll go ahead and watch a few more throws.
Okay, another throw, middle of the field for Carson Beck. Again, we're going to see great protection, quick play action, like we talked about, just like the last video. Play action is when Beck likes to take his deeper shots, right? So not a huge deep shot here, but it's an intermediate type of throw, 12, 15 yards downfield. So we'll see here, quick little play action, boom. Got backers coming. That creates the middle of the field space, which is going to be this receiver running here. Notice he starts looking this way, comes off that receiver, boom, comes back to his other read, and ball is over the middle of the field, right? Again, that's 15-ish yards, right? In the air, so good job by Beck. Again, play action, good protection, and when you give him time, he's just going to continue to rip it like that. So there's maybe 2 more clips we'll watch of Beck, then we'll call the video. Throw here by Beck, and again, there's no pressure. I think Florida only has 3 guys coming. You can tell it's another play action, right? 3rd clip that we're watching of play action, hits the middle of the field, the receiver does the rest here. So we're play action, boom. It gets people out of position, right? Now this receiver's like, or this DB's like, I go this way, this DB's back here. It doesn't really matter. He's going to be wide open. Look how deep the DBs are too, right? And Beck has plenty of time. Lets the receiver get open. Boom, throws it over here, right? Let's see. Yep, wide open, hits him, then he is able to do the rest here. Really good design, play design, But again, no pressure on him. Beck's able to sit in the pocket. Great job at the offensive line there, and Beck's gonna pick you apart. So maybe one more throw to watch. But again, the common theme: getting the play action, getting DBs, linebackers out of position. Offensive line does a great job, and then Beck's able to find the open receiver. A lot of times, middle of the field. Okay, so here's the last clip of watch of Beck. This is the fourth clip, I think. This is a touchdown to the receiver on the top of the screen. You can't really see. I think you can see his legs maybe. But this is what pretty much put the game out of reach. It's 29-7 here, made it 36-7, and this pretty much put the game out of reach. You could argue it already was, but so just a nice fade route. Again, going to be quick play action. Doesn't really have anything to do with the play though, but still, a little quick play action. It does just enough to keep this safety from being up top here. Then Beck's going here the whole time. Really nice throw, right? So yeah, actually the play action was pretty helpful to keep the safety from getting up top. Nice throw, not a lot of room for error, puts it there for a touchdown, right? So again, another huge game for Carson Beck. Just kind of nice and easy. I don't know if flying under the radar is the right term, but playing really good football. Arguably the best quarterback in the SEC right now. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Beck's performance? Is he the best quarterback in the SEC? Let us know your thoughts and like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. It does help, and we'll see you next time. Peace.